All right, so you want to lose weight and you've got nutrition, exercise, and recovery all down, but you want to know what's really going to seal the deal and help you crush your weight loss goals? The people around you, more specifically, the people who care about you and want to help hold you accountable for this really intense journey. I'm Mike. I'm a fat guy who's trying to not be fat anymore by making lifestyle changes. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can build your weight loss journey support system. And I actually found doing this research that there's actually a pretty big controversial camp between whether you should have a support system or not tell anybody and just try to do it on your own, which I think that not telling anybody and doing it on your own is pretty dumb, but hey, that's my opinion, and a lot of other people have other opinions and they're entitled to it. But let me tell you why really having a support system is so important to me. So highlighting some of the incredible benefits of having a support system for your weight loss journey. And again, these are more my personal experience with the whole thing. But number one, the support system really provides me with encouragement and motivation to stay on track. You know, the people around me, and I specifically have a nutritional coach and a personal trainer and family and friends who are on board and accountability buddies. And I'm in, the Weight Warriors Facebook group, we'll talk about it in a minute. But I'm trying to build as much accountability as I can so I do not fail. And again, they help me stay on track. And then number two is really they understand the struggles and empathy. They can try to, because other people are also, especially the accountability, partners I have with this, they really get it because they're going through the same thing too. So having someone who really can empathize and support with different techniques really has been helpful for me as well. So that's the second one. And then the third real benefit to having a support system in place for your weight loss journey is you get somebody to celebrate the victories. Really you should be having some milestones, some achievements. And again, these little victories along the way, no matter how small, they do help keep me focused on my goal. And again, it's a little moment where it's like, oh, that's awesome. I'm down from, the 270s to the 260s or the 250s to the 240s. Each of these little milestones, I get to report back and people are, get to encourage me. It's not all about me with this, but it does honestly help me to stay motivated and focused on my goals here. So for that reason, again, I'm going to touch really quickly on the opinion of some people honestly say when you're doing a weight loss journey to not tell anybody and just keep your head down, focus, and try to get it all done without really anybody even knowing that you're trying to lose weight, which again, that's a strategy. I don't think it's the best one because I think it's far more likely that if you fall off the wagon, there's nobody really there to slow that wagon down and help you get back on it. It's just you on an island there. So I don't think that's the best strategy, but some of the positives that they say with that strategy is, well, I think the biggest one is, people are lying to themselves and they're kind of thinking that if they do mess up, then it's, they're less embarrassed about it. I think that's the primary benefit is if you're not fully committed to making this a lifestyle change and losing the weight, that it's a lot easier to just say to yourself, well, nobody really knows, so it's okay. I can, cheat. I can, get off the diet again, whatever. And so I think really the benefits to the not telling people camp are really because you haven't made that mind shift yet, that this is a lifestyle change and you are going to lose this weight and you are going to improve your health. So to me, the support system wins hands down. And about that support system, looking at it in more detail, it can look like different types of people. Like I said, I already kind of talked about the different ones that I personally have. I am all about accountability and support when I'm going through this weight loss journey. And so really, I want to make sure that I'm utilizing and leveraging as much as I can in the right way. So each of these types of people really have different unique roles, and I talked about them, then I'll get to it here. But really, the friends and family who are there, they're gonna ideally provide unconditional love and support. They're gonna be the big cheerleaders in this journey. They're also going to be some source of inspiration, and a big why for me personally is with my friends and family, and my personal family that's growing now. But really, that's really the support system with the family is again the love and support. But there's also online communities of people that you meet in different Facebook groups or different Reddit forums or Twitter or even YouTube. But you meet a lot of different people online that can be also a source of motivation and help get you different ideas of things you can try to do. And you can pull from their other wealth of experience. People have already done it, which is also really helpful. And along with the online communities, we do have a Weight Warriors Facebook group. It's all about, again, people are losing weight, sharing stories, trying to encourage each other. If you'd like to join that, the link is down below. But with these communities, it really provides you a sense of belonging and an opportunity, like I said, to learn and take from other people's experiences. So after friends and family and online support groups, next, I would say you have accountability partners. So this is kind of, and you get a lot of, I personally have got a lot of these accountability partners from different online support groups where we move then from the group to either a group message chat or a weekly call, but something where other people are doing the same thing that I am to try to hold each other accountable. Now, I will say with these accountability partners, it is a lot more challenging. I think this is the hardest one to find because people do tend to kind of either flake out or ghost me. I would say I probably, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I tend to have like a 20% retention rate in accountability partners. So this one I would say is kind of the lowest of the different forms of, support group, but I did want to note it. And then the fourth support group person is someone who you pay to support you. So these people look like, again, personal trainers, nutritional coaches. You could have a life coach, I suppose. I haven't tried that one yet, but those people who you are paying them for their time and their wisdom to help you directly. And usually they have a lot of value and other tools that they bring to the table. Highly recommend you get people like this on your team to help provide you support and accountability for your weight loss journey. And then the fifth option for really building a support community, a support group around you and increasing your accountability would be doing something like this Weight Warriors channel. So you don't need to make a YouTube channel. I will honestly say it's a massive time commitment to make these videos and to, have the gear and the equipment and to do, editing and script writing and research and, even sharing and publishing. All of this takes a massive amount of time. So I don't think this is right for everybody to do a YouTube channel. I would say it's probably on the highest level of like time commitment when it comes to it. But you could also create an Instagram or a Twitter or, even just join in these Facebook groups. You can share your progress weekly, but doing something where you're kind of creating this online persona where people are expecting to hear from you weekly does also increase your accountability. And people get on the support bandwagon to reach out and say, hey, I really like what you said about this. It made me think about that. And, they encourage you on a weekly basis. So Weight Warriors has been that for me. And I highly encourage you to implement this in, building your support group for your weight loss journey and getting more accountability through, like I said, some sort of online persona. And along with that, like I said, it is no joke. These videos take a massive amount of my personal resources to make. So I would appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe to Weight Warriors if you haven't already. By hitting the like button, it really helps us with the algorithm to make more of an impact and increase my accountability with this. So that would be great if honestly everyone who's watching at this point would like the video and comment down below if you want to make that extra punch to really help us, like I said, with that algorithm. That'd be very, very helpful for us on this journey. So we talked about the different types of support systems and ways you can implement accountability with the different people and what the different systems would look like. But again, how do you actually do this? What steps do you take to actually implement an effective strategy when it comes to building your support system? So the first one is to reach out to your friends and family and share your weight loss goals with them and really ask for their support. This one, you do have to be vulnerable. I think for me personally, it's the hardest to reach out to my friends and family and let them know this is something that, it's pretty obviously I've been struggling with it because my weight has yo-yoed over the last decade, but this one does take some vulnerability. But I will say you'll be surprised how many people are just willing to help you out with this, or at least say like, yeah, I'll watch your videos. Yeah, I could check in with you. Yeah, I'll support you. Yeah, I won't, go invite you to go drinking or something like that. But, there are some positives and negatives with the telling people thing. But, I guess the negatives are you're actually held more accountable and have to actually be committed to this. Positives almost are overwhelmingly, like I said, coming through when you get your friends and family on board. Quick caveat to that, don't expect them to change their lifestyle because you are changing yours, and don't expect any special treatment. Just let them know what you're doing and ask them to support you if, they're up to it. So the second one is with the online communities. Obviously consider joining online weight loss communities, specifically the Weight Warriors online community, because we're great. But these communities are filled with individuals who understand your journey and can offer guidance, motivation, accountability, and really, a wealth of expertise and knowledge that they've already gone through. I know I've been inspired by some of the Weight Warrior stories already on our group. Like I said, check it out. There are people who have lost hundreds and hundreds of pounds already. Very inspiring stuff, and really can help you stay accountable in your journey as well when you get them helping you on a weekly basis. Next up, we have accountability partners who, again, they are a gem if you find a good one. They're very helpful for your support system, but trying to find one in these online communities of a similar weight with similar goals, similar values, and want to team up is a challenge. But if you do find one, like I said, you can hold each other accountable, you can check in regularly and provide motivation to each other when you need it and, when discipline's waning a bit. So having someone who really understands your struggles and shares your commitment can make a world of difference if you can find them. But like I said, I have had the least success with accountability partners personally. Next up, we have, again, coaches, nutritional coaches, and personal trainers. If I had to pick one or the other, having had, dozens of personal trainers, and now I've only done 2 nutritional coaches, personally, I think you get more help and support for your weight loss journey. If you're trying to, go from severely obese to healthy like I am, I think you have a better bang for your buck meeting with a nutritional coach than you do a personal trainer. There's nothing against personal trainers. I think they're great and they are definitely a part of the system, but really nutrition is so much more important than resistance training or cardio or your physical activity. 80% of the results that you're going to get for this weight loss journey is going to come with getting your nutrition under control. So finding a nutritional coach is going to be very helpful, and there's tons of them. I have some recommendations if you are curious, but I would say just reach out to us in the Weight Warriors Facebook group if you want some names. I'd be happy to share them. Again, I could let you know who my coach is. Really good stuff. Highly recommend it. But you obviously will go through and vet that person and make sure that you're comfortable meeting with them on a regular basis and all that stuff. And then the 5th one, obviously what you do if you were going to implement like a YouTube channel or an Instagram page or a Facebook group, or, even be a participant in a Facebook group, is, like I said, just create that group, create that Instagram, create that Facebook, create that YouTube, and then start posting on it, I would say at least weekly, to make sure that you are updating your followers on how your weight loss journey is going. And if they're, if you don't post weekly, and if they, are blowing up your phone asking like, hey, what's going on? Or, you're getting notifications of, I haven't had as many people who have done that. I will say I've been pretty good about posting weekly, but try not to ghost them, and make sure that you've got people who are watching, who are really going to message you offline, or, talk to you and be like, hey man, I haven't seen that you've posted in like 3 weeks. What's going on? That's really how your support system, I think, can implement that accountability, and you can get more, obviously, support when people are commenting and you're posting regularly. So that's how you do that. So that one's pretty straightforward. Just, create that Instagram, create that YouTube. And with all of these support system techniques and methods, really, it all comes down to communication. That is a big part of having success with this accountability. So try to be open and honest about the challenges that you're facing, and, obviously celebrate the progress, but it's okay to show your emotions and be disappointed when you don't see the progress that you expected, and then try to figure out if there's something you should change, or if you just need to stay on that journey for, a couple more weeks and see if there are changes later. Remember to share, like I said, your victories and express other needs, and really use people as a sounding board in all of these different forms of support groups or accountability. And likewise, if you're an accountability partner or helping anybody else out with their weight loss journey, be a good listener and offer support to others when, in your network, when obviously they're facing the same obstacles, the same weight loss journey. Try to be the most supportive person in that environment so everyone can thrive and really be empathetic, which empathy shouldn't be a struggle because you're going through the same thing. Believe me, I get it. Okay, so now you know the different types of support systems that you can implement, and you know how you can grow them, or really, start developing those different support groups. Now let's talk about how you can make the most of them, and the tips that I have that I think will really make the most of the effort that it takes to build these different support systems and make sure that they're effective. Tip number 1 I have is show gratitude to your support system. And whether that's, again, any of the 5 that we discussed, there's always room for gratitude and expressing your appreciation for their involvement and their help. Acknowledge their efforts in this, and really that will, I think, help them stay more engaged and help you really, honestly get their help in this by, giving them the accurate feedback. But really, like I said, it'll help people stay engaged, whether it's, like I said, an online community or, in person, really contributing to these discussions and providing, your honest feedback and gratitude is going to be huge. And when it comes to the online communities, obviously the more engaged that you are, the more that you comment, the more that you contribute, shows that you offer, support to other people. That's also going to be really helpful when it comes to specifically the online community. But remember that building a support system is an ongoing process that requires care, participation, and obviously reciprocity. And that goes for your coaches as well. Give your coaches feedback that they're doing a good job, or you're really appreciative of their support along the journey. Obviously, don't be blowing up their phone all the time if that's, not something that you guys have discussed. They obviously probably have a personal life too that they'd like to be on. But, when it comes to family and friends, thank them. Obviously, online community, be participating and thank them. When it comes to accountability partners, be a a good listener and thank them for checking in. Again, we already talked about coaches. You could, thank them for their support. And then online community, obviously, thank you for watching this video so far, and thank you for subscribing, because again, it's all really helpful for me in my weight loss journey and making a big impact here. And along with showing gratitude, make sure that you are the right accountability partner and getting the right accountability partner, meaning make sure that you are being the one who you're checking in and giving honest feedback, and you are, boosting the other person, helping you, lifting the other person up when they slow down. And then you're also getting that back. Now, I'd recommend that this person, like I said, all these accountability and support group people, be someone that you can lean on. And, whether that's a family friend or a family member, or, just a friend or someone at work, really, again, it's could be someone who's paid in a coaching setting, or like I said, if it's the online thing, that's where I think the online accountability buddy or accountability partner gets more challenging. But, or if it's, again, online, really try to be vulnerable and give out information, and then also, listen to the other person. It kind of is a two-way street here when it comes to, like I said, being a good accountability partner and making sure you have good accountability or good support coming in. Number 3 is communication. Make sure that really you have the most communication that is really necessary to get the support that you need from the support group. Connection is, really a powerful thing, and communication is what builds that connection. So whether it's an accountability partner, online group, coach, whatever, family, friends, whatever it may be, make sure that you're communicating and being honest as much as you can with what's going on, and that'll help you along this journey. Number 4 has to do with technology, apps, and really that's mostly around data. And make sure that you're sharing your information with your accountability or your support group. Again, whichever may the 5 it be, make sure that they're getting information on you and they're just not hearing like, it sucks that I can't have ice cream. Make sure that they're hearing what is really going on. This is part of the communication too, but really it comes back down to you and making sure that you're delivering that data to them so that they can help you. All right, tip number 5, which is the last one. This one should be obvious, but don't ghost anybody. Don't try not to be the person who initiates the ghosting. It's kind of harder to do when it's a family member, but just always try to do your best. Even if you fail, make sure that you're still checking in. Don't be a ghost here. And that makes sense. Building a strong support system is an absolute game changer when it comes to a weight loss journey. So again, really try to surround yourself both physically and online with those who believe in you, who share your vision and can uplift you while you're taking each of these steps along this journey. So go ahead, reach out and connect with as many people and as many support systems that you feel comfortable with, getting as much accountability that you're willing to take on. And together we can achieve amazing things, specifically when it comes to the world of weight loss and your weight loss journey. We can get it done. Let's do it.